Hi everyone, I just want to do a pretty quick course overview for you so that you know what the course is about. Okay, so we're here on our Canvas site, and I'm going to click on syllabus. And here you can see that there's a PDF version of the syllabus that you can look at, or you can actually look at in Canvas. Here's the course information, the overview, the outcomes, the student course policies, and the college policies. These are the student course policies and the college policies are standard from course to course. I suggest you read those over. We'll just go through the first three. Um, so we'll do it right here in Canvas. Um, let's see. So information, my name is Meg Baronian, which you already know. If you need to get in touch with me, just send me an email at mbaronian@landmark.edu. It's better to do that, to contact me by email through Outlook than through Canvas because sometimes I miss those Canvas emails. As I've already told you guys, our meeting time for this course is going to be Tuesday, Thursday, 4 to 5 live. Office hours, I'm going to meet with each of you individually each week for about 10 minutes, either on Tuesday or Thursday. And I can meet by appointment as well. This says please use your email and Canvas to contact me throughout the course, but I prefer Outlook. The required textbook is the course pack, which you'll order through the bookstore, and I will also provide handouts for you for the course. So the overview of the course in terms of time, there are 4 units. Each corresponds to a paper that you're going to be asked to write. The first is a literacy narrative. The second is a summary response. The third is a comparative analysis. And the third is the last is your theory of writing. Um, and I will explain all of these in detail um, to you as as they come up. Um, but what I want you to notice is it's broken out um, to about 2.5 weeks per unit. Not exactly, but close. And we'll go from here to outcomes. So this is a basic composition course, and when you leave this course, you should be able to do the things uh, that are stated in the objectives or the outcomes. And those are these. Apply writing process strategies to generate and organize ideas and to draft, revise, and edit college essays. Employ techniques of active and critical reading and informal reading response for inquiry, learning, and thinking. Understand and apply key components of rhetoric in critical reading and writing. Approach writing as a recursive process that entails substantial revising of drafts for content, organization, and coherence, as well as editing and proofreading. Some of these things may not make sense to you now, but believe me, we'll talk about them and you'll understand what the terminology means, like recursive process, if you're not sure what that is yet. Number 5, integrate the ideas of others into your writing using summary, paraphrase, quotation, analysis, synthesis of relevant sources. 6, write clear and complete sentences using a variety of sentence structures and demonstrating an ability to avoid or correct sentence level errors. Uh, 7, demonstrate engagement in course by regular attendance, participation in class activities, completion of assigned work, and use of support systems when appropriate. 8, develop and articulate a theory about the nature of writing that incorporates concepts from the course as well as reflections on your own identities and experiences as writers. And that's basically the theory of writing paper, the last unit. But we'll do work related to that throughout the semester. And then finally, develop and use individualized self-management strategies to complete and submit assignments on time. And for a lot of you guys, that's partly what this is about, because this is a semester in which you're really trying to figure out how to get writing completed and do a good job of it. So for assessment, I'm going to let you read through some of this on your own. That's part of this assignment, but all assignments must be completed and submitted on time in order to receive full credit. You'll still be able to get credit for late assignments, but it won't be full credit. And there will be a cutoff date. Usually it's the end of the unit for assignments that were due during that unit. So you need to keep up. Let's see. So we'll be doing discussions. You'll have, I'll be asking you to post in a discussion thread, and that will be graded as a daily assignment. Active reading, we're going to talk about this week. It's really a fundamental learning strategy for composition and rhetoric. And if you have trouble with that, please come and work with me on it. It's important not only in this course, but all of your courses in college. Finally, extensions. I do grant them, but you have to ask me for them in advance. And I don't, if you ask me for one, the next one, I'll really try to encourage you to get it in for the due dates. And usually that's the case. I want you to submit work on time, even if you're short of the minimum number of words, or even if it's only partially completed, and then I'll give you a chance to go back and work on it some more for credit, and that way you can avoid the late, you know, the 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 assignment being marked late. Course grading, this is important. Homework and attendance is 10% of the course. That's based on timely completion of the work, discussions, activities, attendance at our online on our live online class. There are quizzes and a midterm. Quizzes are pretty much weekly, every Friday. Journals are also weekly, not every single week, but probably 8 out of 10 weeks I'll ask you to write a journal assignment. And then the biggest grade in this course, of course, is based on the essays. So there are 4 essays that make up 60% of your grade in the course, so 15% each. There's also a final presentation of your theory of writing, which is based on that last paper, and that's 5%. Okay, so this is similar to assessment, explanation of course assessments and grade criteria. Again, I'm saying you have to submit work on time. This is the grade range. You'll get a grade from A to F. You can look that over. Again, I'm saying it's possible to get extensions, but I'm not crazy about giving them. I'd rather have you turn in something and then do some more work on it, and that way you know you'll get full credit for it, and you'll be able to make it as strong as you need it to be with a little bit of extra time. So I'm going to ask you also, when you read over this, to look over the student course policies. This includes the technology and systems requirements, the classroom behavior expectations, talks about communication, discussion expectations, the homework policy, and office hours. Please read that over. College policies, standards of conduct. As usual, we're working on the Rush principles, right? So honesty, safety, respect. This talks about academic honesty and plagiarism. So all of the work that you do for this course is expected to be original. Um, um, uh, if we do receive work that we suspect may not be your own, it's usually pretty easy for us to figure out um, if it is or if it isn't. Um, Meaning, like if you've taken it from the internet, um, I usually just if the language doesn't sound like um, the language you've been using, I usually do a search, and it's happened many times that I've found that students, pulled too much material from another source that was not their own, and it's plagiarism, and that can have you know, big negative impact on your grade. So that's something you want to avoid. I know that sometimes students plagiarize unconsciously. So we'll talk about that a little bit more as we start working with sources so that you can avoid that. If you have accommodations, please that you need, please make sure that you talk to me about them. And if I can provide them for you, I will. Uh, but it's a tech course, an online course. Hopefully, your technology, the accessibility tools that you have will help you to uh, deal with, provide you with the accommodations that you need. If you need extra time on the quizzes, I'm totally willing to provide that for you. Um, but usually it doesn't take place in class. It takes as long as it takes. I'm not saying you should complete this quiz in 30 minutes. For some of you guys, it may take longer. It might take an hour, even though they're meant to be short, 15 to 30 minutes max. But um, but yes, you can have the time you need to complete assignments like that. Okay, so that's basically what's contained in the syllabus. I'm asking you to read it over. I want you to remember that in the assignment in which this is posted, if we go back to modules, you'll see where it is, um, which is the course overview and understanding the online schedule. That the syllabus is posted here in a Word document. You can just open that up and you can listen to it or you can read it. Remember that you have tools like Read Aloud that can have, something like this read to you. And if you're not sure how to access that or how to do that, please ask me. It's really very helpful. Okay, I think that's it for the syllabus. And the course overview, this is a basic writing course, and it's the kind of composition course that freshmen in college all over the country have to take and complete before they can do other college writing courses. And like those courses, what we're trying to do is, in all of them, is just to make sure that your understanding of college writing is clear, you know what you're doing, and you know how to do it. And we do that by writing papers. So we'll talk about what an essay is, how to write one. We'll work in rhetorical patterns like comparison and contrast or comparative analysis, summary response, and all of these exercises in different rhetorical patterns, narrative, the literacy narrative, they're going to help you to become a stronger writer. And I know that some of you guys have had this course before and you've struggled with it. And so when we meet, I want to hear about that and see how I can help. All right, and we'll have more time to talk about the course tomorrow, which is Tuesday afternoon at 4 when we are live. So any questions you have, make sure that you write them down, and I'll be sure to give you time to ask them, and I'll try to answer them in class tomorrow. Okay, thanks very much, and I'll talk to you later.